August 19th is World Humanitarian Day, a day the UN set aside to honor aid workers. In the height of hurricane season, it's a timely moment to talk about protecting vulnerable children and families. Joining us is actor Kristoffer Polaha, who's partnered with World Vision for several years and who you'll also see this fall in the new series American Hostage alongside Jon Hamm and Giovanni Ribisi. Kristoffer, thank you so very much for joining us today. I really do appreciate it, man. There's some heavy hitters you're working with, but you've worked with World Vision now for years. What first drew you to that partnership?
Morning, David. We got the memo, man. We got the blue plaid shirts on. We got the memo. So it was Bono from U2, and I saw something that he did with World Vision, and then I'd worked with Meghan Markle, and a year later she went to Africa with World Vision, and I saw what she was doing, and I was drawn to the organization. And in 2019, I did the 6K water run for clean water, and was able to sort of galvanize, people on social media to join my team. We raised a bunch of money, and I became an ambassador for World Vision in 2020, and haven't looked back. I think it's an incredible organization, and they do incredible things all over the world.
That's fantastic. Helping make a difference. It's very cool. All right, so let's switch gears, though. Tell us about American Hostage. What can you share about your character?
Okay, American Hostage is a real-life story. It took place in 1977. Where a guy named Tony Kuritzis held a guy named Dick Hall hostage for 63 hours, tied a wire around his neck, and the wire was attached to a shotgun. And then Tony Kuritzis called the radio station, and they broadcast it live. So the whole thing played out in real life. So imagine someone calling the news station saying, "Go live with me," and it was a life or death situation. It's a real story. It happened in Indiana February 8th, 1977. It's a wild story, and it's an incredible TV show. It's going to be good.
That is genuinely wild. That is a crazy story. All right, man. So what's it like working with Jon Hamm and Giovanni Ribisi? I mean, come on, man. Those are two of my favorites.
Well, Jon Hamm has got the Midas touch, Mad Men, Friends and Neighbors, everything he touches is gold, and he's incredible. And a mensch, the dude's incredible. And then Giovanni Ribisi, I would say, is like working with Charlie Parker or Thelonious Monk. The dude, every time he delivers something, he's pulling out stops. He's a wonderful actor. And most of my work was with Giovanni Ribisi. So we got tight, man. We got real tight.
That is very cool. That's super cool. He's been in some of my favorite movies, man. So, all right, it's been a busy year for you. So you've also had your directorial debut, which, mimics starring yourself, as well as Steven, right, pronounced it Tobolowsky, right, and Chris Parnell. Did I pronounce that last name right?
Yep, you got them both right, yeah. It was sort of the dream of a lifetime. I'd wanted to do something like that for literally 30 years, made the dream happen in my hometown of Reno, Nevada. And we had our theatrical release in February, and we will be on Tubi August 18th. So if you're interested in Mimics, you can check it out for free on Tubi.
I like that. All right, let's circle right back around before we close it out. How does World Vision also respond to natural disasters around the world? For example, we're here in the height of hurricane season.
Right. So God forbid a hurricane hits, World Vision would rush in with food, fresh water, crisis boxes, resources that can help people contact loved ones and community, frankly. And they do this all over the world, 100 countries worldwide, in places particularly where it's the hardest to be a child, and they rush in as a Christian humanitarian organization and have been doing so for decades. And it really is impressive, and it's so easy to join their cause. You just go to worldvision.org. You go online, look them up. You can learn about what the foundation does, what the organization does. You can take part. They've got a gift catalog you can buy. I have designed these bracelets. They're handmade by literally in India. They've got these women who make these bracelets. And you can buy, so there's that, but you can also buy goats for families or fresh water for families. You should check it out.
It's a fantastic organization. Kristoffer, thank you so very much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. And folks at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.